so it is how it is. It is Poland with Crane versus Switzerland with Dragon. I'm just gonna increase the size a little bit of everything that's involved. So we do see, as I come in, huge Neat and Master, pretty big Draitsugo, and a pretty big Mitsu. And we have a Neat and Master with like a million attachments attacking into fertile fields. And the Dragon has broken 2 provinces, and the Crane player has broken 0 provinces. The Crane player's board will die everything except for the political rival, and I'm guessing this Neat and Master is probably going to stick around for the rest of this turn, which means Dragon has a decent chance at just steamrolling Crane at the beginning of next turn. I'm quickly going to bring up my chat to see if there's anyone actually want to, speak to me, but that's a different side of the matter. Let's take a very quick look at the deck lists. I just brought them up. Pretty standard Dragon. 1 Censure and 1 Assassination is a bit of a tech choice, I feel. And pretty standard Crane here as well. We do see 2 Let Go, so there might be a Let Go coming for this reprieve, which could be important. Here we go. Alright, and we do see the Dragon player actually winning this conflict but not breaking, so he readies the Mitsu again. Let's see, what's on these? Hawk Tattoo, Hawk Tattoo, Hawk Tattoo. Okay, that's a lot of Hawk Tattoos. Now the Crane player has a chance to attack, and attacks into the already revealed Restorations of Balance. I'm honestly unsure which round this is. Considering the amount of cards that has been spent, I'm guessing it's sort of like the 4th round. Possibly. Alright, we do see a quick defense from Mitsu, and he ends up winning. And we do see Marduk claiming Imperial favor due to this Imperial Palace on Feast or Famine, which is going to feel pretty awful as Crane here. And Reprieve does indeed save the Neat and Master, so the board is still alive, and the Crane board is about to die. The positive part is that you at least get to have a honored political rival, which just means you need to honor 1 more character to have Voice of Honor online. Let's see how many Voice of Honors has gone. 1 is gone, and all way of the Crane has been gone. That might prove a bit tricky. Oh, and the Dragon player actually got a really good flop here. Let's see, how many reprieves has... No, only 1. So there's a very decent chance like this Swordsmith is just going to keep finding reprieves, which I'm guessing is going to be pretty huge. Yeah, Investigator is also going to take a look at the Crane player's hand, unless of course he pulls it in during a military conflict with the Doji Challenger, which is a reasonable thing to do. And the Swordsmith does get played. I'll probably play the Swordsmith here with 2 Fate. I guess it's fine though. Swordsmith finds the Seal of the Dragon. And we do see actually the Gnimsh player again. Okay, that makes more sense why he played Swordsmith with only 1 Fate. He is going to be looking to just break hard this turn. That's a bit of a safe bid here from Marduk. Like, if Mind's Desire was here, he probably should have said that was a bit of a chicken bid, because according to Mind's Desire, you should always just slam the 5 bids until until you can't. So Mind's Desire is, like, of course, if you don't know who Mind's Desire is, he's one of the best Dragon players in the world right now. His philosophy is like, as long as you're actually up on honor, like as long as you're not dying, you should just bid 5. There are some exceptions, of course, if there are watch commanders and stuff in the field, but yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. This Dragon board is actually disgusting. I am imagining, like, since there's no fate worse than death for Gnimsh, I imagine this board is just going to basically be on the stronghold this turn. I'm gonna have a quick look at Gnimsh's. So stronghold is entrenched. So I think you break the first one military, and then you go politically in the second one. Maybe? I don't know. This is a very intimidating dragon board. Yeah, these two should be enough to just crack anything here military. And goes into fertile fields. He can always cancel the card draw if he wishes with the Pathfinder's Blade on the Neaten Master. I'm guessing the Crane player is gonna just farm this Restoration of Balance for now. I mean, this is just not a very good situation to be as the Crane player. 14 military skill goes in, and you can defend with 3. So you choose to not defend. And we do see an assassination get rid of this swordsmith. Another reason why you might want to consider not putting more than 1 fate on it, I guess. But if you have a Finger of Jade, which I imagine you do, you should just put it on. You should probably just put it on that swordsmith. Again, it's not much stats that get lost, and the swordsmith has already triggered his turn, so I don't think the dragon is too bothered about this. Oh, and actually, the Crane player is in such a dire situation here that he actually chose to pass their first conflict. That's rough. Will they pass their second conflict here as well, or will they try and sneak in a cheeky break with the political rival? I don't think you do. Like, if you go into Feast or Famine, that's dangerous. If you go into... I mean, you could go into Resto and you convert some... Alright, you convert the Investigator, I guess. Makes sense. And you go for the firing, so you can dishonor... I guess the Neaten Master. I mean, do we have any more weapons? I guess Daisho is a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility that the Dragon player actually has a Daisho to ready this Neaten Master. No, I think Shuturev is on point here. He says, I can't see a world where Gnimsh win this. Oh! Yeah. That is an extra shade of awful hitting the Crane player right now. Hawk Tattoo moves in Doji Challenger. His only 2 characters is going to get bowed. He could have a Steward of the Law, and there's still 2 for shame in his deck. So I'm guessing you could hold on for 1 turn here. You've also just put Voice of Honor online, so that's a good thing for you. But yeah, this is going to be just rough in every sense. Like, you have to, like, the first thing you do here, you have to drop a conflict character to defend this. Otherwise, you're just screwed. Ah! A political rival with 1 fate. So it is currently not breaking. It needs quite a bit more pumps, actually, in order to break. We did see, though, a Seal of the Dragon, so you should probably just put that on the Kitsuki Investigator, because that makes the Kitsuki Investigator a dragon. And if you let's see. So we spend a fate, and we do see a policy debate, Soul Beyond Reproach, and Voice of Honor. Do you just get rid of the policy debate here? Because whoever is challenged by policy debate, he's just gonna get a discard a card from you. For shame is of course intriguing here to get rid of as well. For shame pretty much forces you to bow a character in order to not get noble sacrificed. Oh yeah, I mean Void Fist of course is incoming, but he has a voice of honor to cancel one of them at least. We shall see. So one of the, like, if he only has, he needs to have 2 Void Fists to win this. And for shame bows Mitsu. Completely sensible. So he needs to Void Fist out his political rival and play the Seal of the Dragon on the Investigator in order to break. Do Marduk have it? So Court Games comes out. I imagine this might get voice. Yeah, Voice of Honor cancels the Court Games. Now you play the... Now you just fist him. I think. Now you just fist him. If you have it. Alright, Seal of the Dragon does indeed go down on the Investigator, which is a super solid play. Gnimsh passes, that's 2 cards. So, do we have the Void Fist? Do we have the Void Fist? Yes! The Void Fist comes down and it does bow and send home the political rival. And that's it. We have seen Gnimsh's hand, and this is 7 strength, breaks and transposition. The dragon has persevered. I'm guessing the Crane player pretty much lost when Restoration got flipped. It looks like it at least. So, yes, this was a short stream because we just got in on the tail end of the game. Apparently the nasty start from Marduk was something to behold. I missed it, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately. Turns out Dragon is really strong. Yeah, there was not really a surprise. There was no Void Fist in the discard, and he was down. He was 22 cards into his deck. Like, not having a Void Fist is pretty much unthinkable at that point. So, thanks everyone that got in and watched this. I am going to turn off the stream, and I'll be around for the rest of the afternoon if there's more games going on. I think in 3 hours, give or take, there's one game. I think it was Malta and something else. I can't remember. So that's a thing that happens in a couple of hours. Thanks so much for watching. If there was anyone that followed, thank you so much for following. Thanks everyone that hosted me. And I'll see you next time.